get any wilder.
For as long as I can remember, I've been in love with exploring unusual places. And so, on my recent trip to Pakistan, I got the idea to throw a dart at a map of the country and to go wherever the dart would land, inspired by yes theory. I knew this would offer me a very unique and raw perspective of the country. Now, Pakistan is a huge and incredibly diverse country, and a dart throw could mean a lot of different things. For one, there's some areas that are impossible to visit due to security restrictions, which we may or may not have accidentally entered in this video, but there's also an incredible amount of beauty, with some of the world's highest mountains in the north, countless deserts all around the country, and beautiful golden beaches in the south. We started this trip in Lahore, and with so many incredible places where the dart could land, the hype to go on this trip was real.
Are you good at throwing darts?
No, not really.
I'm really, really careful then.
I really have to make sure I don't throw it in Afghanistan, because then we have to go to
I
Afghanistan.
really wanted to go to Afghanistan. I really wanted to go.
Okay, then we will aim for Afghanistan, I guess. But we will see where it lands. I'm nervous, man.
3, 2, 1. Debakti.
Okay.
Lal Suhanra National Park.
National Park.
Yeah, it's a national park.
So it bounced off because we don't really have a professional setup here. We're like in a random place in Pakistan. But as you can see, there's a small hole here. Yeah, I have no idea where that is. All right, the dart has spoken. It's about 6 hours driving. And so, with no idea of what our destination would look like, in the dark of the night we left for Lal Suhanra National Park. A sense of adventure came over me, and I was beyond excited to see where this journey into the unknown would take us. Alright, so we have arrived at our first stop. We're in Multan, which is one of the biggest cities in Pakistan, I think, right? So we're currently watching the sunrise over the city, and it's gonna be an epic day. I have no idea what's gonna come.
Hello, let's go on the next destination.
Let's go to Russia.
Mother Russia! We are about 1 hour and 30 minutes away from the location, and as you can see, we're getting more and more into the middle of nowhere. I feel completely at peace out here. I like that you come in like the most random places where you usually wouldn't come. At this point we were still on legal grounds, but unbeknownst to us, as we drove closer to the location, we got closer to an unexpected turn of events. Another thing I like about Pakistan is it's famous for its truck art.
You see trucks like these genuinely everywhere.
One day I might become a truck artist. Who knows, if vlogging doesn't work, I'll paint trucks in Pakistan.
It's amazing, it just
Makes the country look so beautiful. After driving for 2 more hours, we arrived at a location that was within 10 kilometers of where the dart landed. And surprisingly, it was a very crowded place. Still can't believe that we ended up in such a touristy place. When I imagined like a random place in Pakistan before making this video, I did not at all imagine a place like this. It's very developed and I expected like a more rural place. It turned out that at just 10 kilometers from the dart location, there were a lot of fun things to see and do. So we ended up in a zoo.
Bambi in Pakistan.
That guy should be afraid of his life, sitting there with the gazelles. Psychopath. Our first monkey I see in Pakistan.
Poor swans, let's free them. Free the swans.
To be honest, the animals in the zoo are a little bit underwhelming. Where are the lions? Almost like Amsterdam. Canals.
Thought I was home for a second.
Silly joke. It's almost identical. Next, we moved 5 kilometers closer to the dart location, where we stumbled upon
a gift from our country.
It turned out that at just 5 kilometers away from the dart location, there was a deer enclosure of which most deer had been a gift from my own country. What were the odds that of all places the dart could land, it landed right by a mark of the Netherlands? And it was gifted by Netherlands? Or?
Netherlands,
Okay.
USA.
I'm from Netherlands, so you can thank me. So there's poachers here hunting for these black bucks, and that's why they're in captivity, because otherwise they would all die because of the hunting.
The places a dart throw can get you.
And that was where things slowly started taking a turn for the worse. Next up, we visited the nearby city Bahawalpur to further explore the area. There was a palace in Bahawalpur that we wanted to visit, and upon entering the palace grounds, we had to pass a police checkpoint who controlled everyone entering the grounds. The police asked me for my passport, visa and phone number, and at that point everything was still normal to me. It was when we were visiting the palace when Mujtaba, who wrote down his number at the police checkpoint, started getting an incredible amount of calls by police officers, military officials and special forces. They asked Mujtaba all sorts of questions, where we were heading, what our plans were, why we were there. So naturally, Mujtaba told them we threw a dart at a map of the country and we came to explore the area, which I'm sure neither of the policemen had ever heard before. The police wanted to give us a special security protocol, which meant they would follow us around and protect us everywhere we went. Now, this didn't give me a particularly comfortable feeling, and I had a lot of questions. Why did they feel the need to protect me? Had we accidentally entered a dangerous area? And why was Mujtaba constantly getting calls from all sorts of people? One thing was clear: if it was up to them, they would escort us out of the area as soon as possible.
It can't get any wilder.
And so there were only two options: leave the area with the police escorting us out, or go to a pizza restaurant to soak up some true Italian culture in the middle of rural Pakistan. And for us, the choice was an easy one. So we're just getting dinner now. So there's literally a police car waiting outside a restaurant, waiting for us to exit the restaurant. So apparently you need a permit to enter this area, which neither of us knew. So then when they saw me, they were like, whoa, wait, what is this foreigner doing here without a permit? And now they are escorting us out of this area, basically, because it's an army-controlled area, which we didn't know either. And you need a permit to enter an army-controlled area. So Mujtaba has had like 13 calls now.
It was like 15. Just 45 minutes.
It's crazy. Alright, so we just finished eating and we're gonna join our police friends now. 3 police escorts incoming. It was time to get out of the area. We walked outside and saw a big police car full of officers waiting for us. I quickly greeted the police. The police had lined up 3 separate teams to take us from area to area until we would finally be let free. And so it was time for the first police car to bring us to the next. Alright, so we're literally being escorted out of the area by local police right now. That is the police car. And they will be escorting us out of this area. Yeah, boys, thank me later for this beautiful experience. Even if they would have allowed me to stay, they would have followed me around anywhere I went and I wouldn't have felt comfortable with that. So yeah, we're returning to Lahore now. So the first elite force is leaving us now and they're leaving us to the second.
Joining us.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, car number 2. This one is open from the back. They look like absolute gangsters out there. No fear. I love how we're saying like escort number 2, let's go boys, like we're off on the street.
2 more escorts to go.
Yeah,
Gangster.
we all gangsters. So we have just been joined by the 3rd escort. You hear that? Alright boys, we are free.
You're free.
We are free men. At least we think so. Now I'm gonna be honest, I still have more questions than answers. I'm happy I got to explore some of the area though, and this adventure has definitely given me a deeper look into the country. Although I still really don't know what to make of this experience, one thing I do know is that the police probably had more important things to do than wasting their time on escorting tourists out of the area, and so I'm thankful to them for keeping us safe. Another thing I want to mention is I'm thinking of doing this whole idea where I throw a dart at a map of a country in different countries as well, and I'd be really interested to hear if that's something you guys would enjoy watching. If you are, please let me know in the comments and I might make a series where I go to different countries and do this whole thing over again. And yeah, with that being said, please subscribe to my channel right here and I'll see you guys next time.